My name is Max Bates. I'm from Palos Verdes High School, and you're tuned into South Bay Sports Radio.
Pacifica's quarterback has 47 passing touchdowns and multiple receivers that can hurt you deep. What's the biggest emphasis defensively in terms of discipline and eliminating big plays?
I think we just got to play as a team, get to the ball, can't get those one plays. Like, everybody's got to settle down and just got to play our game.
The defense has forced huge turnovers this entire playoff run. What's the mindset going into the title game to continue to be that kind of unit?
Just keep on doing what we're doing. Had multiple turnovers in the past 3 games, and we always play as a unit and punch that ball out.
You've had a lot of good players on this defense. Preston, Oliver, Nick Jakovic, who have been some guys that have stepped up to answer the bell through these last couple games.
I'd say a lot of it's our front sevens turned up. Owen, Shearing, Abe taking on double teams all the time, helping us linebackers get free, punch that ball out. So I feel like they don't get enough credit up front a lot of the time.
You've been in battles during the playoffs and most of the season. How does that physical, grinded out path prepare the defense for facing a team like Pacifica that's averaging over 40 points a game?
We just got to play one play at a time and just keep our cool. Can't let those one plays get us, and I think we'll just be fun.
Seeking football. Pacifica likes to spread the ball out and force teams to play sideline to sideline. How do you prepare for that tempo and spacing without losing the physicality?
We've been doing a little bit extra conditioning this weekend. We just got to keep our cool and be ready for it.
Being a leader on defense, what's your role this week in making sure the group stays calm, communicates, and handles big game moments?
I'd say it's just getting our strength calls right, getting our communications on whether we're man or running a cover 2 or just Hawthorne or something.
You guys played Edison last week. What did that game mean to you after losing to them earlier in the season, then getting a chance to face them again in the semifinals?
It was awesome that we got to play them again, especially beating them this time after it was 20 to 21 last time we played them, lost on a field goal. So, it was really nice to.
This group has been through a lot. Last year, you reach the finals, you get to play at home for a CIF championship. This year, you get to do the same thing. How special is it to practice the week of Thanksgiving and to play a CIF championship game at home 2 years in a row?
Like Coach G always says, none of the guys prior to us, like 3 or 4 years ago, ever got to play a home night game, especially a CIF championship game, which we're playing for our whole alumni, which is awesome too. Everybody comes, supports us. Thanksgiving week, it's awesome.
Thursday, Thanksgiving, you guys get to meet a lot of the alumni that played here. Some guys probably don't get to make it back. How special is that to get to meet guys that played here that set the foundation for this program?
It's really awesome seeing, even my brother graduated last year. Him and all his buddies come to the reunion. It's really nice to see.
All right, Max. Who are some of your favorite football players?
Some of my favorite football players are Luke Keepley, Fred Warner, and Dre Greenlaw.
Who's your favorite team?
Favorite team is the Brand.
Yeah. You got a couple of Niners on there. That was interesting. What's your favorite football movie?
Waterboy.
There we go. Max Bates, thank you.
I forgot what it was.
Andrew Condello, Palos Verdes High School. Pacifica's front 7 is aggressive and fast downhill. When you study their linebackers, what stands out about the way they attack?
I love the way, how fast they're coming off the ball. Super excited for our offensive line because, there's always going to be someone there, always someone that's going to be a lot of physicality. We know where they're coming. And
have you faced a front 7 like this before this season?
Yeah, there's actually been a couple that are pretty similar. A lot of linebackers who just like to fill quick and just try to get past the offensive line. It's always.
Who would you compare this team to?
Similar to a Culver City or a Beer Costa.
TV's controlled games by running the ball and keeping opposing offenses on the sideline. What's the biggest key for your unit to control the line of scrimmage early?
Physicality. Blowing someone off the ball as soon as possible, first play of the game. So,
whether it's Ryan or Giorgio under center, how important is communication up front? Whether it be calls, protections, adjustments to keeping the offense on schedule Friday.
For me, it's the most important thing. I'm always talking to the quarterback behind me. I'm looking with my legs out, talking to my offensive line. It's completely built on trust.
Pacifica rotates multiple defensive fronts. How do you prepare for a look that disguises as much as they do pre-snap?
Just stay on your toes, react instead of anticipating. It's big for me. Just keep the guys up and watch it.
title games usually come down to toughness in the trenches. What's the message either from Coach Frenchy or within the offensive line about setting the tone and physicality from the first snap?
Games are one loss in the trenches. And again, we can win off the ball in the trenches. You know, it kind of controls the tempo of the game.
When did you know you wanted to be an offensive lineman?
Since I started playing center in 7th grade, it's always what I wanted.
Some of your favorite linemen?
I'm big, Will Campbell, Jason Kelsey. I love them. They're awesome.
Favorite football team?
College, it's Nebraska.
For pro?
I like the Rams. I like the
Rams and Eagles. Interesting mixture.
Yeah.
Favorite football movie?
The Blind Side.
Blindside. Andrew, what's something about football that you feel is the best part of the sport?
After practices, just go and get beat. And, the family creates some like bonds that, will last a lifetime.
How fun is it to be able to practice Thanksgiving week with a home game the day after?
It's amazing to bless you too. All the lights, even like the lights that are set up here is blessing. Then you get to sleep, man. No school, and then you should head to practice. And
Thank you, Andrew.
Guy Gardner, you've tuned into South Bay Sports Radio.
Pacifica's offense has put up nearly 43 points a game with a quarterback who's thrown for 47 touchdowns this year. When you watch their film, what's one thing that jumps out at you about their explosiveness?
Explosiveness. That's what jumps out. Yeah, they're obviously awesome. They go super fast. They have super fast guys. Physical, they run hard. And like you said, the quarterback's super dangerous. And so all sorts of weapons.
We faced high-octane offenses before. What's the key to preventing Pacifica from getting into an early rhythm where they're hitting vertical shots and spreading your defense out?
That's going to be the challenge. Somehow you got to be good on first downs. And if you're not, then they're going to go right into the next play. So I think that's one of the keys. Whether we can do it or not, we're going to find out. But I think if you have success on first down play, that gives you a chance. I'm not going to say it necessarily slows them down because I'm not sure what does.
Offensively, you've won tight, low-scoring games by controlling tempo. What needs to happen to keep the game on your terms and not allow Pacifica to control the clock?
Again, conceptually, what needs to happen is, for us to control the tempo. A lot easier said than done. So, we're going to need to somehow, establish drives and be okay with, a 3-yard gain here. But again, you're talking about going against. That's what we have to do. But we got to go do it.
The run game has been a stabilizer in each playoff round. What's the biggest challenge Pacifica's linebacking core poses?
So that's the challenge. They're not standing around. The team's moving. So, we have to play as hard as we possibly can. And again, with they're very good.
He has been a huge part of the success of this team this season. Is he completely ruled out of this game?
He's pretty doubtful. Yeah, he's pretty doubtful, but I know he wants to. And he's quite competitive with him. So we'll see.
How important is it for your group to start fast, whether a defensive stop, a scoring drive, or winning those special teams battles?
I think it's important for anybody else. I think that's important. But I think this is, no matter who starts fast, whatever happens of the starting, I'm not sure how significant that is. It's significant, but how significant, we'll find out in 48 minutes plus or whatever.
You've guided this team through some close games for a number of years. What's something about this group that you've seen evolve since week 1?
They continue to play. They continue to work hard. This year, they just come back and hit Monday and work hard. And, we've got a great staff that supports them and pushes them through it, but they've proud of the kids, how hard they've worked. And also they did have the games. And so they just keep playing. We went down before games. Our guys just keep playing. And you do that and you get yourself a chance. So it's been fun.
You've been in this position before, playing against tough teams, regardless of the time of the year. When you look back at 2012, 2014, 2015, 2017, 18, even last year, how How does this group compare to any of those groups?
Mentioned earlier, they're their own group. You know, it's their own journey. It's been fun watching them come together. They're definitely comparable, you know, to all those teams that you just mentioned, but they're also different in their own way. You know, as was last year's team, as was 2023, 14, 22. You know, I probably need to take a step back and take a breath and figure out the exact differences, but they're different. The personalities are different. The way they come together is different. And each team is fun to watch them do that, you know, to watch them build their own and write their own story, you know, write their own story.
You've had the ability to practice on Thanksgiving. And with the way that things have changed in years past, I think when we started doing this, it was second round of CIF. And now it's championships. How fun is it to practice this week, knowing that this next game, not a lot of teams get that opportunity?
Yeah, it's special. It's very special. Like it always has been. Like you said, even, you know, we always said that as coaches and even programs, you know, if you get to practice on Thanksgiving, it's special. And it's almost even more special now because, like you said, it's if you're going to do it, it's later in the season now. It's a little ridiculous how football starts these days. I mean, you know, we start like in, I don't know, July, right? So the whole thing's been moved up, yet we go late. Yeah, it's the way it is. So I guess it makes it even more special because if you are practicing now and on Thanksgiving, then you're probably fine. But it was special before too, you know. But it's nice. It's probably not the best for families, you know. But we try to go in the morning, you know, and we get the kids out there so they must be able to families. But it's super special.
Let's talk about one last thing special. You get to bring the alumni back for a meet and greet with the current team. How fun is it to see guys that came through this program, regardless of what year, come back and talk to the current team?
And what an appropriate day to do it, right now, Thanksgiving. So thankful for them and for them to come back and to talk to the current guys is great. You know, it's really, I'm very thankful for that. And we are as a program. It's great to listen to them, you know, whatever they're doing, right? Because most of those guys aren't playing football. Their football career ended, you know, a lot of them in high school. And if they got to play in college, great. But they're on to other careers and their lives, and they have kids, so it's awesome to listen to them and see where they're at, and that they're following us, that they're still, you know, I try to make sure that these guys know this is an entire program. You know, our current guys are connected to those guys and will always be. And they watch them now, follow and get excited about it. So it's great. It's great. We should probably do it more often, not just on Thanksgiving. You can try, but we do. We get texts from them. They come by whenever they can. And so if we get a good turnout tomorrow, that'd be awesome to see fellas show up. Well, hugs all around and talk to the current guys. So super thankful for that.